What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. It is officially free agency day, and yesterday we had a crazy trade go down as Dejounte Murray has been traded to the Atlanta Hawks from the San Antonio Spurs. So, of course, you guys already know today I got you with a Dejounte Murray Atlanta Hawks rebuild. Before we get into today's video, guys, make sure you drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated as we are quickly approaching 25,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that. I did my free agency predictions over on Crushables Extended. Link to that is in the description. I'm also going to stream today while the free agency window goes live. So I should be live for about 3 hours today if you want to come hang out later on today. But of course, we're talking about this Dejounte Murray trade. So Dejounte Murray has been traded to the Atlanta Hawks for essentially 3 first-round picks, 2 of them being unprotected, and then obviously a pick swap in 2026. It's not exactly correct in 2K because you can't do it completely correctly, but that's, you know, we got it the best we could. So 2K share scenarios are completely broken. I hate it, but we're doing our best, and hopefully this one works today because I was literally just recording this a second ago on the other file, and what do you know? Get to February 11th, and I can't send past February 11th. I don't get it, man. If you're not going to have your own start today, at least have the 2K share scenarios work, 2K. I don't get it, but they're not going to listen to me, obviously. Regardless, though, Dejounte Murray on the Atlanta Hawks is so much fun, man. Trae Young and Dejounte Murray should be a lot of fun. It'll be interesting to see how these two coexist. I think it'll work perfectly, though. I really do think they can make it work. Now, the only other thing we have to worry about is Woj did report that the Hawks are not done. So they may potentially be trading John Collins. Maybe Capella is involved in some type of trade. So based off what Woj is reporting, we got to make some more moves this offseason. Now, I am going to be simply predicting because obviously we don't know what they plan on doing with Collins and Capella. If Capella's going to be here or if John Collins is getting shipped out, which sounds like he's going to. He's been in rumors forever, but it has not happened yet. Of course, DeAndre Hunter starting small forward. So DeAndre Hunter, Dejounte Murray, already great perimeter defense. So love that a lot for the Hawks. But regardless, let's get into this offseason. So I'm not going to extend the qualifying offer on Kevin Knox. And then for free agency, so somebody I kind of want for free agency, which we got to fix Kyrie Irving entering free agency, obviously. But I'll worry about that later on. I'm not even worried about it today because, man, I'm just trying to use a file that actually works. So I'll fix that in another video. But regardless, Deandre Ayton is somebody I think the Hawks should definitely try to look into, or Rudy Gobert. So either one, but honestly, I'd prefer DeAndre Ayton. So if we can get DeAndre Ayton and some kind of sign and trade with Phoenix, obviously sign me up. But I don't know if the Suns are planning on matching any offer he gets. I assume that would be the case. So we're going to wait till after moratorium because I don't think that there's like a whole lot we can do in free agency anyway. And he is gone. So let's see if he did go back to the Suns because I actually kind of offer them a trade to get DeAndre Ayton here in Phoenix or in Atlanta to pair alongside Dejounte and Trae Young. So that is the first move on the agenda. We're going to go for DeAndre Ayton on the Phoenix Suns because I think that'd be so much fun to pair him alongside Trae Young and Dejounte Murray. And again, all signs are pointing towards DeAndre Ayton potentially not being back. So I assume since obviously DeAndre Ayton is getting traded, they're going to need a center replacement. So Clint Capella makes a lot of sense for Phoenix. And Chris Paul and Clint Capella did play together in Houston. So they already have a little bit of chemistry there. We need more money in the trade, though. So what else do we want to offer them is the question. So we have a couple of guys. So we have like Bogdanovich. We have Kevin Huerter. So let's say we threw in Bogdanovich as a guy they could potentially want in Phoenix that could help them out a little bit. So Clint Capella, Bogdanovich, and then obviously we don't have a ton of picks to trade, but let's say we threw in like a couple of seconds. So the Atlanta or the Suns walk away with Capella and Bogdan. Maybe that's not enough for them, and maybe they want like Jalen Johnson. I don't know. So I'm gonna offer this straight up and see if they accept this in a sign and trade scenario. They do not agree to that. That's fair. Exceptions aren't gonna matter. If I threw in another second, would they be interested? No. Okay, instead of Bogdan, maybe what if they wanted Kevin Huerter instead, who is a little bit younger? 2.5 star trade value? No. Okay, the only other player. What about Onyeka Okongwu? Would they be interested in Okongwu? Oh. Okay, so we got DeAndre Ayton for what? We traded Capella and Okongwu, and we got DeAndre Ayton. Okay, I do somewhat regret trading Okongwu, but at the end of the day, we got freaking DeAndre Ayton to pair alongside Dejounte and Trae Young. So I'm okay with that. I'm willing to take that. And so we got DeAndre Ayton on the Atlanta Hawks. I love that first move getting Capella out of here. It does suck to trade Okongwu, but at the end of the day, got DeAndre Ayton, which is not like he's a scrub, obviously. But for John Collins, there's been some rumors that he is going to be traded. Like I said, it's just, I don't even know what I'm going to trade him for. Now that we got DeAndre Ayton, I almost feel like I just want to trade or keep John Collins here just because if I did trade him, what am I going to get for him? And it's being reported that the value may not be as high as some people think for John Collins. So, I mean, we get Gobert. We could accomplish what we wanted. We wanted either Ayton or Gobert. We get both of them. I'm not going to do that, obviously. I honestly think I'm just going to keep Collins. And then if he does get traded in real life, then we'll probably do like an updated rebuild, obviously. So I don't have to fix the John Wall to the Rockets thing, but I won't worry about that stuff too much today, man. I'm just excited to be on a file that I think is going to work. So I'm going to keep John Collins here. So with our rotation being like that, we got Trae Young, we have Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Dejounte Murray and Kevin Huerter. You have AJ Griffin, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Jalen Johnson, and then DeAndre Ayton. So we need a backup big, but other than that, we're ready to go. So a backup big man, whether it's a power forward or a center, putting them in here in Atlanta. Covington needs to be extended. See, like, there's some things need to fix, but I'm not going to stress about it, like I said, too much today. So, what do I want? I guess we can get, like, Willie Hernangomez to be my backup center for a year, I guess, or something. So, I'll give him, like, a 2-year contract. This is Bo Cruz's brother here, so we'll sign Willie Hernangomez. And now we're going to player progression. So, we got our rotation. So, Trae Young's up to a 92. Dejounte is up to an 88. Ayton's up to an 89. So this is our big 3, and honestly big 4 if you could, or even big 5 if you consider DeAndre Hunter there as well. Kevin Huerter's up. Bogdan stay the same. Jalen Johnson's up. Willie's up. AJ Griffin only a 75. So things are looking good, man. We can go into this next season feeling pretty optimistic about being a top contender in the East again, because the Eastern Conference is going to be tough. But with Atlanta getting Dejounte Murray and potentially maybe adding a center like Gobert or Ayton, that could make them pretty scary as well in the East. And they're only 2 years removed from being in the Eastern Conference Finals. So obviously this team is looking to get back to that point. So this is our rotation. It's Trae Young, it's Murray, it's Hunter, it's John Collins, DeAndre Ayton, Bogdan, Kevin Huerter, Willie Hernangomez, and Jalen Johnson, and AJ Griffin. So I actually think I want to run a 9-man rotation. And I know I signed Willie, but I'm actually going to put AJ Griffin in over him because I do want to see AJ Griffin, or I guess it was Jalen Johnson, but I do want to see AJ Griffin get some minutes this year. So we're going to simulate this season in the hopes that this whole file works once I simulate and it doesn't crash, and I'll see you at the end of the season. But if not, obviously I'll be upset and we'll have to figure out something else. But regardless, I'm going to simulate this year, see what happens, and hopefully we make the playoffs in our top team in the East. So at the end of the season, it is a Christmas miracle. We got through a whole season here on 2K share scenario files and did not crash once. Wow, what a freaking miracle. MVP goes to Jokic, Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year on the Thunder, James Harden, 6th man on the 76ers, Kawhi Defensive Player, John Moran Most Improved, and Nate McMillan Coach of the Year, as we went 59-23. So obviously, getting DeAndre to pair alongside DeJounte and Trae Young worked out very, very well for us. So Trae Young, All-NBA 3rd team, and love to see that. And then DeJounte Murray is on an all-defensive team for this roster. And no, I don't see him, but that sucks. But All-Rookie 1st team and All-Rookie 2nd team. AJ Griffin made an All-Rookie 2nd team, not playing a ton of minutes, so love to see that as well. But we are the 1st team in the East, like I said. So once again, we were 2 years removed from making it that Eastern Conference Finals that 1 year, so we were looking to get back to this point. Trae Young averaged 20, 9, and 10. Obviously, DeJounte Murray was here to take some pressure off him, but Trae Young's like, hey, man, I got this. Averages almost 30 points per game. DeAndre Ayton was 16 and 12, almost 1.5 blocks. John Collins with almost 1.5, averages 16 and 8. And then you got DeJounte with 17 and 7. And then that is great. So as far as shooting is concerned, yeah, the spacing wasn't that great. I will say DeAndre Hunter shot 36%, 30 from DeAndre and 33 from Collins. I mean, at least they can all, like, knock him down at the very least. Maybe not the highest efficiency, but we'll take that. And then Bogdan and Kevin Huerter, good volume 3-point shooters off the bench, did pretty decent. AJ Griffin, same thing, good 3-point shooter, I've heard. And Willie Hernangomez, 5 and 6. So very nice. All right, let's go see if we can win a championship though in year number 1 as we get the Cleveland Cavaliers to start things off. So obviously Cleveland, very tough team. They have Garland, Sexton, Markkanen, Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Kevin Love, Karis LeVert, Isaac Okoro, and Jetty Osman. So simulating current round against Cleveland, we got to this point as the 1st seed, hoping not to get 8th seeded. We made that trade for DeJounte Murray, got aggressive to get to this point, and we beat them in round 1 and 5. And now we get the Philadelphia 76ers. These teams match up in the 2nd round again, but obviously things look way different than last time. No Ben Simmons. The Atlanta Hawks are totally different now. So if DeAnthony Melton is actually starting over James Harden, which is crazy to me, but that's what 2K wants to happen. And then Thibault, who's been in some trade rumors, so I would not be surprised if he is moved. And then Joel Embiid, Harden off the bench. So we'll see what happens. Let's simulate around against Philadelphia. Do we beat them again? And in Joel Embiid's dreams, and just like that, we beat them in 5, and we are in the Eastern Conference Finals playing the Brooklyn Nets. So we don't have to deal with the Bucks this time around, and now we get Kyrie Irving, who did go back to Brooklyn. So that's exactly what's going to happen in real life. Obviously, he accepted his player option. And then Bruce Brown, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons off the bench, Seth Curry, and LaMarcus Aldridge. So going game by game here, because I'm not sure we're going to be able to beat the Nets, but we'll see. They win game 1. We even it up. They win game 3. We are down 3-1, and we are going to lose in 6. So we do lose in 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals to a Brooklyn Nets team, but I think with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving going down in overall, we should only be back. So that's fine with me. Let's go to the draft lottery, and we're obviously not going to have a pick here, which actually we might. I don't know. We actually have the 29th overall pick. So we do have a first-round pick, as the Knicks have the number 1 overall pick, and the Mavericks have number 3. So shout out to the Mavericks, and shout out to the Knicks. But staff signing, we got Nate McMillan, which I don't plan on firing him, obviously. I'm going to fill out this coaching staff. I don't know if I'm going to do a ton this offseason. I do have a lot of young players that I'm just very excited about, so we're just going to continue to let them progress. But if we make any trades, obviously, I will show you, but I don't think I plan on doing anything crazy. So here we are on draft night. So with the 29th overall pick, I'm just going to simply draft somebody. So we went ahead and I guess we could just draft Sydney Sikosko here, because I think we're going to lose either Bogdan or yeah, Bogdan I think is a free agent. Victor goes to the Knicks. We'll grab Sydney, and then we also got Dior Johnson in round 2, so we'll take that. Player options, Bogdan actually accepted. We'll accept Sharif Cooper as well, and then qualifying offers, DeAndre Hunter. Pretty important free agent, I would say, so we definitely want him back as much as possible. So Jokic is asking for $52 million. Damn, that's going to be a lot of money for Jokic, but well-deserved. LeBron's asking for $53 million. So obviously, the only free agent we really have to worry about is like DeAndre Hunter. Other than that, I think we're good. I don't think I'm really going to worry about anything else. I guess I could sign, well, maybe we do this. Maybe we trade one of the shooting guards that we have, because we don't technically need Bogdan and Kevin Huerter, and Bogdan is on an expiring contract, so we could use this $18 million to our advantage right now. And now, what am I looking for? I don't know, but we could get like Drummond off the bench for this team, which I kind of like the idea of, at least in 2K. I don't know if I like it in real life, but at least in 2K, could be exciting. Jonathan Isaac could be interesting here. But maybe we trade for Andre Drummond. That would be kind of cool. And we also got, I think we get a pick out of, no, we trade a 2nd round pick. You know what? Give me Andre Drummond to be my backup center. Andre Drummond is someone I don't ever go for in 2K anymore. He used to be a guy I always went for when back when he was really good, but obviously not so much anymore. So Andre Drummond is now an Atlanta Hawk. And then I think as far as Sharif Cooper is concerned, since he is actually up in overall, I want to actually sign him to the roster full time. So he should hopefully be fine now that he's signed to the roster. And maybe we'll have a backup point guard role. So I think I just want DeAndre Hunter back, obviously. So I'm just going to sign, well, it's actually going to glitch and take him to a 1-year deal, which is fine, I guess. I should have waited, but regardless, he's back. That's what matters. So I'm just going to move on to player progression now that we have that accomplished. So player progression, we have Trae Young up 2, Ayton's up 2, Murray's up 1, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, Drummond stays the same, and then Sharif Cooper's up to a 78. So he could actually play a huge role in the rotation this year, potentially. So, I mean, we were the first seed last year, got knocked out in the Eastern Conference Finals. So obviously with a little bit of progression behind us, we're just looking to be right back where we were. This team is already damn good. I mean, it's not like I need to do a whole lot. Getting Dejounte Murray with the team they already have is kind of nasty. It's just a matter of what other trades are they going to make. And obviously, if they do make some like other crazy significant trades, you already know I'm going to do an updated rebuild. But Trae Young, Murray, Hunter, Collins, Ayton, Drummond, Huerter, AJ Griffin, Sharif Cooper, and then that is rotation. So I'm going to leave it like that. Proficiency is a 4-star perimeter centric. Can we go like 4.5 anywhere? No. So I'll just leave it at perimeter centric. We were first seed last year with this system. So let's just simulate year number 2 and let's go win a championship this year, hopefully. So at the end of the season, Luka Doncic is your MVP. Victor Wembanyama wins Rookie of the Year on the New York Knicks, as we know. And it looks like the Spurs are botting him. Everyone's saying that the Spurs are I can't even say the word. They're tanking on purpose to get Victor in the draft potentially, which apparently he's one of the best prospects since like LeBron James. I don't know how true that is. Simmons, 6th man of the year. Giannis, defensive player. Lofton is your most improved. Okay, whoever that is. And then you got Nick McMillan, coach of the year, 58-24. And Ricky Leonard, executive, as yes, we got an executive of the year award as well. Luka, LaMelo, Tatum, Zion, and Jokic. All NBA second team. Steph, John Morant, Giannis, KD, Holmgren. And then here's your All NBA third team. So no Trae Young this year. All defensive first team and all defensive second team. We did get Dejounte Murray on here this year. So that means he would get a Supermax this offseason, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? So yeah, he's going to ask for a lot of money. So Atlanta's where I belong. Let's get a new contract signed once this season is over. Okay, I got you, Dejounte. Unless we win a championship here, might just end it there. But looking at the player stats, we had 25 from Trae Young, 17 from DeAndre Ayton, 16 from Dejounte Murray, and also 8 as well. 15 from John Collins, 14 and 11 off the bench for Andre Drummond. So he was actually Really good off the bench. It looks like Drummond's still a stud in 2K. 13 from DeAndre Hunter, 10 from AJ Griffin, who's been really good. And Sharif Cooper got some minutes, got some run, and he averaged 7 for us and 9 from Kevin Huerter. So here we go. In the first round, we get to play the Indiana Pacers. So obviously, we just got to the Eastern Conference Finals. We're looking to do that again. Hopefully, we don't get 8th seeded here. Somebody current round against Indiana, and we beat them in 5. So we got Brooklyn and Boston on the other side. And we got Minnesota, New Orleans, Memphis, and Dallas. We get the Detroit Pistons. So looking at the Pistons, they have Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Marvin Bagley, Isaiah Stewart, Malik Beasley, Jalen Duren. So they are starting Isaiah Stewart over Jalen Duren, and they also have Jackson Hayes and D'Lo. Game 1, they win. So I had a feeling that it was going to be tough. I almost clicked Simcast Live. That would have been rough. Game 2, they're up 2-0. Are we going to really get bounced out to the Pistons like this? No. Can we win 3 straight? Yes, we can. Can we beat them in 6? No, we're going to a game 7. So game 7 in Atlanta. Let's see if we can take care of the Pistons here and get back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Obviously, that's what we're looking to do. First quarter's looking good. Second quarter's looking great. Third, I think we've... Well, actually, they're coming back a little bit, so I won't rule it out just yet. I think it's safe to say we got it, though, and we do beat the Detroit Pistons 110 and 135. And we are back in the Eastern Conference Finals going against Brooklyn once again, who beat us last year. So, obviously, we're looking to get revenge this time around. So, KD and Kyrie Irving and Cameron Thomas and Ben Simmons. So, this roster looks relatively the same. Hopefully, we can win this time, though. Game 1, we're down 1-0, so not a good start. Lose by 3. Game 2, 2-0. Maybe we just can't beat Brooklyn, bro. We're down 3-0, and we get swept by Brooklyn. So, Brooklyn so far has been our Achilles heel, and they go on to win the championship. I've never seen Brooklyn this tough to beat, but they have been tough so far. So, man, oh man, do we got to go back to the drawing board, I guess. So, back to the drawing board we go. We're not going to have a pick, obviously. Spurs get the #1 overall pick, so maybe the tanking worked out. This year it worked out for them, and the Knicks have 2 and 3, so the Knicks are going to be pretty tough next year, I imagine. All right, staff signing. I mean, do we just get a new head coach, I guess? Tyronn Lue, if we can get you. Is that Tyronn Lue that I'm thinking of? That is Tyronn Lue, and I am going to sign. No, that's Tyronn Lue. That's not Tyronn Lue. Oh well, he looks good too, I guess. That's not Tyronn Lue. Thought that was Tyronn Lue that I was getting, but regardless, we'll get Nate Tibbetts to be our guard guru, and then we'll head to the draft. So I don't even think we have a draft pick from the Dejounte Murray trade, I imagine. So I don't even know. I mean, we actually have the 29th overall pick, I guess. So I'm just gonna go straight to player options because, to be honest with you, I mean, I'm looking to just get back to where we're supposed to. I want to win a championship when this video is over with. So, Sharif Cooper, and of course, Dejounte Murray is a free agent, which he is asking for max money. So, I assume the Hawks would be willing to pay him that, but we'll see. The Celtics are forking that money over, so obviously we have to. So, I'm going to give Dejounte Murray all the money that he's asked for. I'm going to give DeAndre Hunter his money as well. So, we'll get both of them back, which is exactly what we wanted. And I do want Sharif Cooper back as well. I don't know how much he's asking for. He is restricted, so damn, he's asked for a lot of money. We are going to be hard capped soon, but I guess I'll just wait for his qualifying offer. And the only other thing I could do, I guess, is trade John Collins if we wanted to do something like that. But other than that, man, Sharif Cooper is back. So do we trade Trae Young's down? Do we trade John Collins away? I mean, do we finally do it? Is he the problem? I don't think so. I think the Brooklyn Nets have just been way better. But we could take a look. We could offer a 2028 first-round pick for Jaren Jackson. Get Miles Bridges, who's, you know, obviously in the news for all the wrong reasons right now. Patrick Williams, Jonathan Isaac, Keldon Johnson, Nikola Vucevic. Do we get Patrick Williams just for, like, the better defense, I guess? Like, is that what we do? Sure, why not? The Kings are interested in John Collins. Let me see if I can squeeze a first-round pick out of them. I don't know. Just to make something happen here. Sure. We get Bogdan back, I guess. Why not? All right, so we get Patrick Williams for the defensive purposes, I guess, and hopefully that makes a difference. I don't know if it will, but we'll see. We'll see if that made any difference at all. So I guess AJ Griffin might actually take over that starting spot for DeAndre Hunter this year. So we made a move and hoping that changes something for us. I don't know if it will. We're going to run this year one more time with Dejounte and Trae Young in the backcourt, and obviously with the John Collins move finally happening, maybe this is what we needed to get this team back to where it belongs. So proficiency-wise, we are a 4-star pace and space. We're going to run it at perimeter-centric again. That's been working for us. So we're going right back to hopefully being the first seed again. But obviously, like I said, being the first seed has not meant anything to us. We've gotten eliminated in the Eastern Conference Finals back-to-back. by the net. So hopefully we don't see the Brooklyn Nets in the playoffs, and then we should win a championship. That should be what happens, hopefully. So at the end of this season, Trae Young gets the MVP award, Mikey Williams Rookie of the Year, Simmons 6-man Giannis Defensive Player, Most Improved Jalen Duren, and we went 63-19. So, I mean, at this point, Trae Young makes All-NBA first team. This is now or never. Brooklyn is still in the playoffs, so hopefully we don't run into Brooklyn. But player stats-wise, 29 from Trae Young, 17 from AJ Griffin, 16 from Ayton, 16 from Murray, 13 from Hunter, 12 from Patrick Williams, who came over, then 11 from Drummond. So, somebody playing. We get to play Milwaukee in round 1. We have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Drew Holiday, a very aging Drew Holiday, then Chris Middleton. I mean, I don't think we should lose this team, but 2K is 2K, and we sweep them. Okay, and Brooklyn almost gets eliminated, but they don't. I'm really hoping we don't run into Brooklyn if we get past Cleveland here. I'm not sleeping on Cleveland because Cleveland is a good roster in itself. So game 1, we do win 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. Okay, there we go. 3-0, and we beat them in 5. Beat them in 6, please. Let's go. Okay, we don't have to deal with the Brooklyn Nets either. And we did beat Detroit earlier. I think last year we beat them, right? And they did get better, though. They have Jaden Hardy as well. Somehow they got Jaden Hardy from the Mavericks. But regardless, we're looking to get to the finals, bro. I mean, we've gotten to this point 3 times now. So if we don't get to the finals, it's a failure. Game 1, 1-0. Good start. Game 2, 2-0. 3-0. And finally, we don't have to deal with the damn Nets. And we are going to beat the Pistons in 5. And now we get a Hawks and Thunder NBA Finals. We have Josh Giddey, Shea, Washington, Chet. Game 1, 1-0. They even it up. They're up 2-1. Please, bro, we got to this point for not to lose 3-1. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to run this. Okay, well, let's see if we can make this 3-1 comeback. We got to this point. We didn't come here just to lose like this. We're going to run an 8-man rotation. We're going to play 1 game at a time, and we are going to come back, and we are going to win this series. I believe in it. I came here to win a championship, and that's what I'm here to do. Dejounte and Trae Young deserve a ring. We're going to do that. And the Thunder are giving us a series, but I think we got this one. We did it. So 130-138, we win game 5. Okay, so game 6, same thing. Go in, same game plan, go win. Maybe adjust a little bit if the Thunder adjust, but other than that, man, go force a game 7 back to Atlanta. It's not looking good, though, boys. Not looking good. I think the Thunder have edged us out here. So we finally got to the finals after being in the Eastern Conference Finals 3 years in a row, and we lose to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm going to ultimately end the video there, man. Unfortunate ending, but you know what? The fact we got to the finals, I feel good about because, man, we couldn't get there. But I'll take it. 3rd time's a charm to get to the finals, but ultimately lose in 6. But we don't win a championship every video, and we know that. But thank you guys for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed this one. And again, check out the stream today, later on today, once free agency opens up, if you want to come hang out with your boy. Other than that, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.